Thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. My name is Cliff. This is a video that I didn't, well, in a way I sort of expected to make, but it's not something that I'm really proud that I'm doing. But I'm doing it because I did let everybody know to be aware of this date, March 22nd. I did this on January the 5th of this year. And the video is called 99 Problems, but my God Ain't One, number 31, numbers. And I explained to everybody that these dates, like 322, relates to skull and bones, is part of what these people do. They are into these blood sacrifices, and they do these events because of their rituals. This was planned, orchestrated by the elite, and I don't hold my tongue in saying so. There is no reason for them to manipulate the lies that they've given us in their world plan to dominate the whole world, take over. This terrible date that is coming, that the Lord said is coming, it's coming rapidly. In my heart of hearts, I know this to be true. But everybody's got to wake up to stop this horrible event or to delay it. I'd rather be called an idiot and a conspiracy theorist or whatever foolish name that they want to tell me that I am, if everybody got wind of what's going on and they prayed against this terrible day happening. That's the only way that this can be stopped. If everybody reaches out and pours out their heart to the Almighty and asks for this date not to happen. But it's coming, one way or another. I'm not sure exactly what day, but I told you that the 666 is coming. I did say June 6th of the 16th on the video, but there's also June 16th of this year. They both have 666s, and these are one of those ritual days that these people like to do their practice. Satan number is 666, and it's always been that. But they have other numbers that they use for their practices as well. People have got to wake up and come to Jesus, because there's no way out of this except through Him. Here they are, they're talking here. They're teaching us how to fight. There's no reason for us to fight one another. God said that He's the judge and the only judge. Anybody else that fights in this day and age is a liar that they say they know God. So they're teaching you exactly what Satan wants. If you're falling into this, you're never going to make it to salvation. The ugly day is coming. The end of the age is coming. They're teaching us to hate one another. Somebody throws a stone in the middle of two people looking at each other that they want to fight, and somebody actually picks the fight, and the guy throwing the stone actually doesn't, just watches and laughs. And this is what's happening in the world. You guys wake up. Watch the videos that I put on YouTube, and you'll understand a little bit more. But more importantly, get down on your knees and pray to the Almighty that He may accept your prayer as the truth. That you do love Him and you do know that He is your Creator. I'm sorry for not doing better at with you guys. I've tried, but nobody would listen to me. I'd rather be called an idiot, a fool, a lunatic, and then these things to happen. But God has put me in this place to tell the world that He's coming shortly. They're teaching you to hate your brother and your sister, and you're caught in the middle because this is where your heart is. They've brought you up into this. You were born into this mess, and Satan has grown you up learning his ways. And this is why this is coming. Everybody thinks they're good, but they don't love God. Only God can say who's good and who's not. How can you be good if you don't love God? That's what He says. Man can't judge himself. We're messed. We're in a mess. I'm trying not to say I told you so. But watch my video. It's called 99 Problems, But My God Ain't One. Number 31, numbers. This is what they do. They use certain numbers on the calendar to have their rituals. And right at the end of the video, I said, look out for this date. And look what's happened. They got control of everything. So whatever you hear on the newscasts, on common newscasts, it's what they want you to hear. Whether it's a lie or a bit of the truth, and filled in with a bunch of lies on who's doing these things, you'll never know. But God told you the truth from the beginning. That Bible, that holy book, no, my goodness, there's so much, everything is so true in there. And these are the things that the Bible says was going to happen. Watch my other videos, and I hope you can grasp what's really going on in this world. It's been going on from the time before you were born, before we all were born. All these things have been orchestrated and coming down to this date. We're at like 0 hour, 0 minute to complete destruction. The earth will burn soon, just like the Bible said. Everybody will be scattered, 1/3, and then the second third. Wake up, people. The great calling, according to these people, the evil ones, is about to come. We're sitting lame sheeple. I don't exclude myself from you all because I've just been as foolish as any one of you, but this information was handed to me on a platter by the Almighty. And when I didn't want to believe all these things, He just kept hammering me on what I had to do. You get this information because He's Almighty and He has power. When I said I wouldn't do this, I can't do this, it's not me, He said I must. And look at me now. Been all over the place trying to tell people it's time to wake up. You knew I would do this one even. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to talk about how great and how powerful God is. The real, true God. Not the one that rules this earth. The true God that creates everything. The one that steals and robs and is murdering is everybody else's God. He's adopted you into His system. It says in the Bible, if you love this world, if you love this life more than you love Jesus, you will die with it. Wake up. I do this because I love you guys too. God knew that I would love you enough to do this. My friends. I hope it's time for you. I hope you wake up. The hour's getting close. You guys gotta learn. You guys gotta first learn to pray, and then learn to love Him in prayer. See you. Love you guys. Bye.
And blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord. And blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord. Let's sing that again. Blessed is the one, yes, who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord. He comes to touch the lame. He comes to take the shame. He comes to prove the Father's love. He comes to wash the stains. He comes to break the chains. He comes to claim us as His own. And blessed is the one